Guys, today we'll see the protein binding and chelation, which are the physicochemical properties required for showing the better biological activity. What is protein binding? The phenomenon of interaction or complex formation of a drug with protein is called protein binding. So when the protein will form a complex or it will interact with the drug molecule, then that process or that phenomenon we'll call it as protein binding. The target present in the biological system will be generally a macromolecule such as protein, DNA, or tissue or receptor. So what are the various targets present in the biological system means it may be a protein or it may be a DNA or it may be a tissue or receptor. So any this type of macromolecule will be considered as a target. So this target will bind with the drug to show its biological activity. Finally, the protein is responsible for interaction with a drug. So after the target, the protein which is present in the macromolecule is responsible for interaction with a drug. So you can see here protein plus drug will give a protein drug complex. So this complex formation will show the biological activity. This protein binding is of two types. First one is intracellular protein binding and second one is extracellular protein binding. What is intracellular protein binding? Intracellular protein binding means if the binding of protein and drug takes place within the cell, then we'll call it as intracellular protein binding. What is extracellular protein binding? If the binding between drug and protein occurs externally to the cell, then we'll call it as extracellular protein binding. The biological activity of a drug depends on affinity between drug and protein. What is affinity? Affinity means the strength of interaction. If the affinity is strong, if the affinity is tight, then the biological activity will be strong. If the affinity is very light, means the interaction between the drug and protein is very light or very flexible, then the biological activity will be less. Extensive binding between drug and protein may prolong the biological action of drug. Extensive binding means if the drug and protein are binding for a longer period of time and that binding is very tight, then it will prolong the biological action of drug. Highly protein bound drug has a longer duration of action and lowers volume of distribution. If the drug and protein are highly bounded, means for a longer period of time they are binding, then the duration of biological action is also for a longer period of time and it will lower the volume of distribution, but the distribution of the drug in the biological system will be less. Protein binding of a drug is an important factor for showing biological activity. So this protein binding interaction, whether it is tight binding or flexible binding, that is main factor for showing the biological activity. You can see in the picture, this is the receptor which contains the protein and that protein is binding with the three-dimensional structure of the drug. So this is a three-dimensional structure of a drug and the gray color part is the receptor and in that receptor the protein is binding with the drug. Next physicochemical property is chelation, the process of equilibrium reaction between a metal ion and a complexing agent to produce a ring structure or a complex that can be excreted easily is called chelation. So what is chelation means? The metal ion which is present in the body, it may be a heavy metal or any other metal ion and it will find a complex structure with the complexing agent and finally it will excrete easily from the body. So this entire process is called chelation. Chelation is also called as complexation. So what are complexing agents? What are ligands? That we'll see. The compounds that are capable of forming a ring structure with metal atoms are called as ligands. So if any compounds are capable of forming a ring structure with metal atoms, then that type of compounds are called as ligands. Ligands or chelating agents, both are same. Compounds that are capable of binding metal ions to form complex ring-like structure are called chelating agents. So are already present chelating agent which are present in the biological system that will bind with the metal ion and they will form a complex ring like structure. Otherwise we have to introduce into the biological system. What is chelation therapy? The procedure that involves administration of chelating agents to remove heavy metals from body. So if we want to remove any heavy metals present in the body from the biological system, we remove it from the biological system, then we have to administer the chelating agents or ligands. So this therapy is called as chelation therapy. Drug plus metal ions together will form non-toxic water soluble complex ions. So this complex will be eliminated from the body by kidney. Then heavy metals or metal ions exerts toxic effects. So if in the biological system if any heavy metals are present or metal ions are present, that will show some toxic effects in the body. How they will show the toxic effects in the body? By combining and inactivating bioactive molecules. So by combining with the bioactive molecules or by inactivating with the bioactive molecules, they will show some toxic effects and they will also produce the biological inactivation. So this can be eliminated from the body by introducing chelating agents or ligands. How they will remove or how they will excrete or how they will eliminate from the body means these ligands will possess the negatively charged ions or negatively charged groups. They will attract the positively charged toxic metal ions. We all know that oppositely charged ions or oppositely charged groups will attract each other. So this negatively charged ligands or chelating agents will attract with the positively charged toxic metal ions which are present in the body, and finally the complex will be excreted from the body by kidney. So this chelation also shows better biological activity. Thank you.